Joining me now is the chairwoman of the Democratic National Committee, Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Congresswoman Schultz, based on the New York 26 results, do you think the Democrats now have a reasonable chance to win back the House, win back 24 more seats?
Well, I think we're at 1 down, 24 to go, and it's going to be important for us to continue to stay focused and recruit great candidates like Kathy Hochul, make sure we're running fantastic grassroots campaigns like she ran and have a really strong field operation, and make sure that we continue to draw the contrast that Kathy so successfully did between the Republicans who want to end Medicare as we know it and Democrats who want to make sure, like President Obama has talked about and Kathy did, that we strike the right balance and not balance all the pain on the backs of our seniors and people who can least afford it. That's how we're going to win the House back.
Even if you add the Republican vote there along with that Tea Party candidate vote, and you combine them, and you just give those to the Republicans. The Republicans have dropped 20 points in that district. They won that seat in the last election in 2010 by about, what was it, like 74% of the vote? Yeah.
Yep.
This is by any measure a huge setback in that district on this issue. And it seems to me it's one of those districts that speaks to a lot of America. It's Western New York. It seems like that is a translatable campaign to at least 25 to 50 districts out there that you could succeed in.
Lawrence, this is the 426th worst district for Democrats in the country. There's only 9 districts out of 435 that are worse than this one. This district wouldn't even ever have been part of our math to get to 25 to take the House back. Now we have the 61 seats that were won by President Obama or John Kerry, and 47 of those were won by both. We need to win 24 of those to make sure that we can continue that we can take the House back and make sure that we can move the country in the direction that Democrats have been pushing to create jobs, turn the economy around, make sure that when we address Medicare reform, that we do it in a balanced way. And I hope the message that Republicans got from this election result yesterday is that they should come to the table with us, sit down around the negotiating table, and let's work together to hammer out a reasonable compromise so we can preserve Medicare for the long term. That's what the American people clearly support, and they've shown that both in the election result from yesterday and the result from the Jacksonville, Florida election last Tuesday, where they elected a Democratic mayor for the first time in over 20 years, a state House race in New Hampshire that hasn't been represented by a Democrat, I don't think, ever, or certainly not in a very long time. All those races turned on Medicare.
Congresswoman Schultz, the Senate today had a vote. Harry Reid made sure today that he got 40 Republican senators on the record voting for this dead proposal, the Ryan proposal to abolish Medicare as we know it. A handful of Republican senators ran away from it. How will you, in running the party, take that vote into the Senate elections?
Well, there are a number of seats that are up for election this next election cycle. It's really shocking to me that anyone, after yesterday's outcome, would actually vote again to end Medicare as we know it. Seniors and Americans have sent a very strong message, and we're going to make sure that we hold Republican candidates accountable for their vote. We do have an opportunity to reform Medicare. The president has talked about the need to do that. Democrats have talked about the need to do that and address deficit reduction, not do it on the backs of seniors.
DNC Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz, thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you.